United Nations peacekeepers have stepped up patrols in Tambura, South Sudan, where they say human rights violations and conflict still rage on. This 27-year-old father, who asked not to be named, said he was abducted just last month. He said his brothers were slaughtered and his ear was cut off. South Sudan gained independence from Sudan in 2011, but descended into fighting 2 years later when forces loyal to President Salva Kiir and to Vice President Riek Machar clashed in the capital. That killed an estimated 400,000 people and led to a major refugee crisis before a peace accord was reached in 2018. Despite the peace deal, violence is still raging in parts of the country, according to United Nations reports. They say the Greater Tambura region is among the worst affected. Christopher Murenga is the head of field office for the United Nations mission in South Sudan.
We've emphasized that the protection of civilians and the provision of support to them is the primary responsibility of the government, and that we in the UN are here to support that, but they really need to take up the task of protecting their civilians, of stabilizing the situation, reducing the violence, and engaging all the conflicting parties in dialogue as a means to ending the problems that are currently being faced here in Tambura County.
Clashes broke out earlier this month in the Upper Nile region between forces loyal to Machar and supporters of a lieutenant general who tried to replace him as head of the party. President Kiir called for a halt to fighting between the groups on Wednesday, fearing they could threaten the country's fragile peace process.